come in and meet with the touchy to tell maybe he don't know the responsibility. Let the community help us to tell him what to do in the community, a South African community, so that we can be in peace. Because we're not in peace, our community not safe. When it's come to the people area, the people not able to control their people. They will people up. When the rain fall, the water bring it to us and we down the hole. Our well is polluted. So we really crying, calling upon the government to come for rescue. To even get out here to go in the market, not easy for us. You have to jump over 4 to 5 pile of people before you go to buy your food. When you come from buying your food, you cook, nowhere to eat. Because imagination to take care of people. So a bad in the community will not follow people on the road. And they got leadership. So we don't know why the leadership treated on the desk. And we went to him once. He told us that you're going to make an announcement. And since then, we're not hearing from him. They call him Gio. He's the country. I feel bad because we're not living decent life here. Yeah, our community is well polluted. We're not even living good life there because it's possible that we drink from that well. We get sick from chloride. We don't know. And we draw water from the well drinking. We want the government to come in and meet with the touchy to tell maybe he don't know the responsibility. Let the government help us to tell him what to do in the community. A South African community, so that we can be in peace. Because we're not in peace at all when it comes to the people business.
Maybe South African, the people, when they face a death, they can't wait say on our road, no way for all to even pass. When you pass, he say, you even come from buying your food, he say, you finish cooking, you even able to eat. So we suffering. They're telling water they coming down here, getting in our way. So we don't know what to do. Say even you sitting down in front of your hotel, the people can come and sit down in front of you, the toilet. Or even in the yard when you're not there, they come and sit in the toilet. The people business, the people doing it is there with handle. Since I moved here 2018, they don't have toilet in the town. Everybody come down here to toilet. So the toilet business is there looking at kind of way. Even you say the in front of your WhatsApp, the people there even can't say down right in front of you.
Not just 5 years. It will be the first and the last. But no, we keep alive so that the world can know, that is what the plan. As a vision leader for this country. 5 years in opposition, we maintain the peace. 6 years in government, we maintain the peace. It was under the Unity Party regime that people were murdered here. We want to say to the one of two, we want to say to one of two, you were successful 2 decades ago. You murder our people right here. And today, Butler, how we wanted you. We are aware that you have all to protect yourself. But we're because our party headquarters. You understand that if a plane invasion tonight, and let the police be aware, we will sit here tonight. Now, let the police be aware. We will do everything in our means to have ourselves protected. Mr. Walker is practically trying to exhibit the lack of government. Let the people be aware. Find the issues of this country. Solve the bread and butter issues of the Liberian people. Then in September, safety is an issue. Food is an issue. Armed robbers and basically people that great souls. Security is an issue. They pay to deliver services. Service delivery is an obligation. You should every citizen. One of my boys, one of our leadership, do not take any action in your head. We are fully prepared for leadership. We will lead you very soon. The political leader will be here. He will preside over our meeting. And after that, there will be a determination. There will be clear instructions. What will say to you? You should remain very clear. The situation is temporarily under control. We are coordinating with our international partners. We are coordinating with our campus coordinators and campus chairperson around the 15 political subdivision. The situation in Monrovia, the situation in Maserado, the double in Maserado. It's just the next theory to the and your teeth. So the English of so that Fonatikofa is not the speaker or was going to resign on Monday, you waste your time. There's nothing that will make Fonatikofa to resign. The only thing I'll make Fonatikofa to resign is to go through the due process. Like we are following. Let me say a big thank you to all the people that left from Nigeria district. I came to join the people of district number 10, the people that left from Nigeria counties. As I'm having press conference now, I have to tell all the people thank you, including the people of district number 10, because every day I've been attacked. People are saying the reason why I voted for you is the reason why you will always be voted for. The job that we saw you do it is a job that you still do. And want to keep it out. Because we are resolved that you are our leader and we will keep voting for you. So I want to appreciate all the people that left from your Weah district, your Weah counties, that came to join the port district number 10 to make them the representatives of district number 10. We are before the court. Like people always say, we should respect the law. We will keep respecting the law until the law disrespects itself. But I can safely say to our people and the people of Nigeria, if the Supreme Court rule and the ruling of the Supreme Court is not respected, we will take the law into our hands like they are doing. That means there is no law in this country. And if the executive get involved, Joseph Walker will have to step down. That means he will seem to be president of this country no more. I'm saying if the Supreme Court rule, and the Supreme Court ruling is not enforced by the executive that's supposed to enforce.
Thank God it's Friday. Friday for everybody in Monrovia, in Liberia. It's Friday here. And so this is how I'd like to welcome you to the weekend edition of the program, the Kear Morning Show here on Kear Radio FM 95.9 with me, Jefferson Weah. I'm always here every morning to tell you more about Liberia and things happening in country. And so wherever you are, just stay with us as we have a wonderful conversation this morning. So be there while I'm here. Let's have a wonderful conversation this morning. Too many things happening in this country. What do we have for you this morning on our plates? We have a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things we have to talk about this morning. What is happening within the Unity Party under President Joseph Boakai? People continue to be relieved from their post. It has appeared that you do not have to speak out against the Unity Party government when you're in position. When you serve in a position, you have no right to talk against the government. If you talk, you risk losing your job. Maybe this is what's happening. What we'll talk about that this morning. Last evening, a body was discovered around the Lord Kear Baptist Mission in Broville. Oh yes, I went there and I covered the story. We brought it live to you last night. It was so sad and very sad incident. A little girl between the age 15, 16. Yeah. But the Liberia National Police managed to get there. And the body was in their custody. It's now in their custody. They took the body to redemption for examination. Coming up at 9 o'clock this morning, we will have Gyson Abba Davis. Gyson Davis is the vice chair for inter-party affairs, the CDC Youth League. He will be at 9 o'clock. We hope to have an extension of the show this morning that will travel up to 11 o'clock, because at 10 o'clock we will have a team from Weah, Liberia. They will be here to talk about the upcoming wax exams. Before 9, we'll play a score. We'll reach out to Abdul Kanan. Abdul Kanan is the national gatekeeper of the CDC, and also he used to be the corporate communication manager at the Liberia Maritime Authority. Well, a letter site on social media in our possession, as a matter of fact, it shows that Abdul Kanan has been relieved of his post. We will speak with Abdul Kanan this morning on the show. And Abdul will also talk a little bit about his county, Bonny County, the football team. A couple of other national issues we will talk here this morning. As usual, we'll take a break, play you commercials. We'll come back, we'll continue the show. Be there, my name is Jefferson Weah. Let's go for the very short break to be right back here on the show. Amazing Kear Home Services is proud to be associated with the Kear Morning Show.
This is Amazing Kear Home Health Services. This is a home health agency. We send nurses and home health aides to patients' homes and take care of them, provide medical and non-medical services for them in their homes. So that's what we're doing. This is the office space where the high-end process is rendered.
Also the assisting admin at Amazing Kear. I've been with this company since 2014 when we were making nothing. And we were literally in the basement of our apartment. This is how growth have brought us this far. 2-bedroom apartment, and we were literally using the basement and the garage space to carry on this business. And because of growth, we moved here on 2019, and we've been here since 2019 doing this. And God has been so faithful along the way, and we're still going strong. You can see this is the office of Amazing Kear. We want to welcome the Kear Network in here.
When your partner boiling, run down to Price Master to give that heat that will make it boil till it's really boiling.
Oh yes, Price Master is the solution to that boiling problem, bringing into Liberia high-quality American products for different needs.
At Price Master, we have life-saving drugs for that long-standing health complication. We are restoring life through the Price Master Drug Center on Camp Johnson Road for affordable prices or cost.
That's not all. Price Master has cosmetic, furniture, electronic, and other appliances for homes, schools, and offices. Price Master also got the babies covered with nutritional food, water, toys, and many more.
Price Master is located at Camp Johnson Road and Perry Street intersection, or you can call us on 0886 552 304 or 0775 323 761, or better still WhatsApp us on +231 770 390 441.
Price Master, the master for all American food, medicine, furniture, toys, cosmetics, detergent, and many more. I say my people, you're not hear about the Liberian owned business called Jessica Incorporated, right on UN Drive in Clay Street?
Small. What kind of place business you talking about again, so?
I'm talking about our own Liberian business called Jessica Incorporated, right down Clay Street before UN Drive intersection.
My man, tell me more about Jessica.
I say my people, Jessica specializes in entertainment and delicious food, so local food like kabagi and all. They get European and Western dishes with all kinds of special finger food, man, and they can do free delivery for their customers. Not all. Jessica get one nice and decent guest house fully air conditioned with unlimited Wi-Fi services. The people motor are value for cheap, yeah, and are home far away from home.
Hey Jessica, that place like my new spot now.
Call Jessica today on 0775 762 906. My Liberian people, let's promote our own Liberian business, Jessica Incorporated. It is the #1 stop center for your small operation.
Okay, so welcome back after that break. We are back here on the show this morning to begin our conversation. You know, Liberia is a country that we will never get talking about. We'll never cease to talk about those things that are important in our country, right? I don't know what is happening with the Unity Party. This government under President Joseph Weah I don't know what is happening. I don't know who is advising the president on certain things. Whether the president himself is the one taking these kinds of drastic actions, he's the one making these decisions. I just don't know. Well, if the president is the one making these decisions, taking these actions, then Mr. President, you have to rethink. Let me put it that way. It has appeared now that when you're in this government, you're working, you will be very careful on how you say things, even if it is against the country, even if it is something that is to damage the country. You have to be careful how you talk about it, how you go about saying it. You have to be very careful. The issue of attaining positions, look, rule of law is still a major challenge under President Joseph Boakai. It is a major problem under President Boakai. There has been, in fact, there is no respect now for the rule of law. There's no respect. The government continues to take people off their jobs when they are saying the truth. The government continues to take people off their job when you speak. Even if it is the truth and you speak against it, it was confirmed. Now, mind you, oppositions were saying it, people were saying it, other Liberians were saying it. But folks within the Unity Party, those who fought for the party, they themselves are saying these things, and they are saying them. Queen Johnson, who claimed to be a fearless soldier of the Unity Party, Queen Johnson, no, the name Queen Johnson, when you speak that name, it is a household name within the Unity Party. Nobody in the party will tell you they don't know Queen Johnson. Queen, she's at the National Port Authority director, one of the directors there. You saw how she vent her anger on officials of government, on the party. In fact, when the party chairman, Reverend Luther Tappe, had gone to address the media, also telling Liberians, in fact, that telling the party, members of the party, the hierarchies of the party, about, about people who have jobs, and they are not recognizing the youth who fought for this government to come to power. He had threatened. In fact, Queen Johnson said that whenever you speak the truth to these people, you talk about getting a job, you risk losing your job. It's a fact. Now it came from the house's own mouth. So if this is coming from those who suffer for the party, who are working in the government, if they themselves are saying these things and saying it, so what can we say? What can we say? The people who fought for the Unity Party, the very young people who made sure that today President Boakai is president, they are not feeling the pinch of this government. Those who sat somewhere and they were just sitting, they are the ones getting the benefits of the struggle those young people went through. They're not getting it. They're not getting it. When you're in a government, you're working, you don't talk. People who are in opposition, they're working, they're afraid. they are now afraid because they're in opposition. So you don't speak. You don't speak. You don't speak. Because when you talk, they will take a job from you. Abdul Kader is a member of the CDC, the National Gatekeeper. Abdul Kader has his letter on Facebook. He's been relieved. For what reason? For what reason? Caesar Pele, it says, yes, has been relieved from his post for speaking out. You know, I don't know. I just don't know, but this government, let me tell you something. If you will continue to take people off their jobs because you feel that they are part of a government that people should not speak out when the wrong things are being done, then you say they should not speak out, then you're wrong. How can President Boakai, President Boakai, Liberians expect you, who has spent number of years, the experience you have in government, people expect that this president, under his leadership, people would expect that the president will have respect for the rule of law. Under the regime of former President George Weah, today Shala Musu, her death has, in fact, nobody, she has no justice, and that girl is lying in her grave, and her ghost is, in fact, cannot find rest, her soul cannot find rest because there has been nobody accused or punished for her death. Former President Weah, when they went through the case, Councilor Gloria Musu Scott, she and the others were convicted. A guilty verdict were brought down and they were sentenced. When this government came, President Boakai, the first thing he could do was to recall the case and vindicate the woman. Today, there has been no justice for Shalom Musu. No justice. It is under President Boakai. The woman who was accused, was sentenced by the previous administration, was released and later appointed. Oh yes, I have. Let me read your letter. I have the letter here. She was appointed to serve in the Unity Party government. Just so you know, some of you don't know. It's not that we are against the government, but these things, you criticize the CDC government, you criticize past administration for doing the wrong thing. You even doing more than what the people did. More than what the people did. You knew that the man, I will get there. Wait, so the letter is dated January 14, 2025. 2025. Reverend Luther Tappe, Chairman, Unity Party, Broad Street, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Chairman Tappe, in accordance with Article 10, Section 2, Subsection 7 of the Unity Party's Constitution, I am appointing the below listed individuals as my representatives to the National Executive Committee of the party. 1. Partisan Gloria Musu Scott, the lady who was convicted and sentenced, and then you came back and released the woman from prison. Then people were angry. Look, let me tell you, you see the culture we're in, right? People were angry. They were not happy with the verdict that was brought down against Gloria Musu and the others. So they said it was an impartial judgment. They sentenced the woman. She knew nothing. President Boakai came when non-guilty verdict was brought down, upon the woman. What did they do? Oh yeah, we happy now. People, the very people who were unhappy for Gloria Mususka and others to go to prison, they were happy. They were, those people were set free. So under President Boakai, he did the right thing according to them. But this lady was appointed. She has been appointed as an executive member of the party. Clarence Kotu Masakwe, 2 of them. In addition, as per Article 11, Section 2, Subsection 11, Honorable Masakwe is designated as one of my representatives to the National Executive Committee who will serve on the National Coordinating Committee. This letter came from the president. The president. Today, up to date, nothing has been said. You cannot hear anything about the Shalom Musu case. Now, they've turned the home of Councilor Scott over to Paul. You're playing with the Liberian people. You're playing with the Liberian people. Shortly, I will go to Abdul Kane. Right? I will go to Abdul Kane. Under this government, the government can say, oh, the office of the first lady, they get scholarship, giving out to people, and then they dismiss people, say, oh, it came from the office of the first lady. False scholarship, scam. People scamming people. People scamming people. Yeah. It is what? But it is just what it is. It is just what it is. When you're working in this government, Queen Johnson said it. When the EPS officers were dismissed from the force, they were discharged of their duties. When we have a very weak security system, took the people of their jobs. Till now, nothing has been said. They cannot get their benefits. Those families the families who were defending all those EPS officers, nothing. The criminal rate is increasing. Every now and then you go see somebody barely lying. So just last night, I went. By the time I got home, I did not even. I just took off my shoes and I received a call, unknown call from somebody who's been. Oh, brother, we've been following. We have a situation here at Lord Kear. I went there last night. This girl was lying down, dead. Dead. Look, you got to be serious in this country. You will have to be serious in this country. Liberians trusted you. It's not because they feel that you are the best for this country. There were other candidates. They had the choice to re-elect former President Weah. Let me tell you, the margin was just stunning. That which President Baka should know. It was just a tiny margin. The margin you won with is not even equal to a district population. There are some communities that have higher population than even the number, the percentage. There are some communities. This to talk about district. There are some communities. And you're taking this to be a joke. With the level of experience President Baka has, now the sooner is coming. The sooner is coming. Just Monday, the president will address the nation. Liberians will be waiting to hear from the president what he's about to say. You got to be serious in this country. You have to be serious. You will have to be serious in this country. You have to be serious in this country. Okay? You have to be serious in this country. Let me see if I can reach out to Abdul Kane. Abdul Kane. I will talk about the Lokere issue another day if I have the time. But the situation there at Lokere Baptist Mission, the situation at Lokere Baptist Mission is very bad. That school. Abdul Kane is the national gatekeeper of the CDC, the Opposition Congress for Democratic Change, and I would say a former corporate communication manager at the Liberia Maritime Authority. Abdul Kane is live on the line. Abdul, good morning and welcome to the Kear Morning Show.
Good morning, Mr. Weah, and good morning to your many listeners. I'm glad to be on your show at about this time.
Okay, Abdul, how are you this morning?
I'm perfectly well. Every morning when I wake up from sleep, once I see myself alive, I glorify God. I give you all of the praises because it's not promising to anybody to wake up in the morning. So when you see yourself up, you got to be God. So I'm well. I'm happily moving around this morning.
Okay. So quickly, Abdul, before we go to your letter, let me just ask you quick about your county team. That this issue with the protest action against Grand Bassa County, accusing your county of featuring first division players or what have you. Quickly, how far is the protest? How far is the case right now?
Well, the first of all, Pastor have no case. We appear before the protest committee. Their own case went against them. We took an appeal to the board of appeal. Yesterday, we met for almost 6 hours. We cross-examined the both sides, and then the board of appeal will be coming up with their findings today. So on the issue of Basel or case, for me, I believe it is done because the protest hearing committee dismissed that case long time.
Okay. All right. So let's go to your letter. I have in my possession here a letter dated December 19, 2024, addressed to you, Abdul Kane, from the Liberia Maritime Authority. Can you confirm that this letter was written to you?
Of course. I received that letter by the 19th of December. No, 19th of December. I decided to reserve the communication because I'm busy with the National Catholic School Week. So I received a letter in good faith.
Okay, so the letter is saying that your services at the Liberia Maritime Authority are no longer required. They don't need you. Can you tell us basically what is the essence of your dismissal?
So, like I said, Jeff, the Liberia Maritime, I'm a full employee of the Liberia Maritime. That's why they never say contractor limited. So there are too many reasons an employee can be dismissed. If you read that letter, there is no reason to state for my dismissal. The only reason is that I am a strong member of the CDC. I am a very senior manager within the CDC leadership. Having me in the authority, it will not go down well with their party. So this is what happened. I've been so moderate, James. Let me just say this. I'm not mooning the dismissal. Because for me, for the great president, we have considered defeat. I knew that they were going to come after every sedition, most especially the one that are very active in leadership, like me. So I decided to conduct myself. It is not only the CDP government I started working. You know me for long.
Oh yeah.
I worked as a classroom teacher. I was employed in 2007 by the Ministry of Education to job. I served as dean of students for several battle for 8 years. Before I resigned, I got employed at the Cabinet Building as communication manager, as office manager for the communication department in Cabinet Building, the Honorable House of Representatives, where I worked for 5 years. So I've always followed a good working ethic to always make sure I focus on my job. So when they announced our defeat, we accepted the fact that we no longer eat a government. So let me not allow the people disgrace me from our action. Disgrace me, then they take it like the whole world knows the wrong thing. Say that April Marital have not received a single warning letter. Have you received any verbal warning before until waiting on suspension? So May 6, 2024, I was in office and I saw the HR bringing a young guy to my office and informing that from today, I'm no longer in the office. I should go to HR for reassignment. And as for message, I kept it to myself. Every morning I used to make it my duty to go to Marital, and make sure I report to work. Whether they give me a assignment or not, I'm a sign in and sign out. So they are being consistently from May 6th or in October. They transferred me to MRCC, one of our branches in the coastal base area. I still took the assignment to play that way in a one open room office. A open room that you take more than 40 points, you never go in that place. I still bear it because I wanted me to be on the right side of the law. I consistently went to work, side in, side out. On December 19, the HR called me that I needed to the office just to go and receive a letter of dismissal. Something I see as a bad sign for our country. By the law that governs this country, every Nigerian should be entitled to job. And once they are qualified to do the work, and so you can't come after me because of my political connection. So I see that as a clear wish one, But I was too busy with county meetings, so I decided to keep it quiet until the county meeting is over. So I'm not crying, baby. I'm not mourning the disgracer, but I just want people to know that is what happened. You people can go there to find out if I did anything contrary. You are going to put it in the letter. To even write the letter, the content of the letter show that it is sad that the current marital boss served as neighbor minister. To violate somebody's neighbor rights, it speaks volume for him. So that is it, my brother. This is the Nigeria that we are in, and now we just gotta be careful how we move around. It's disheartening that I was restricted because I am a citizen. And I'm not the only person to, like I told most of my CDC people that in government, just continue to be on your right.
So it appears that when under the Black and Cool administration, when you're serving a position, you don't have the free will to speak out. You don't have the will to work freely. Is that the case?
Yeah, but Jack, between you and myself, since the election, you are not seeing the active politics. You are not seeing the active politics. I've been far away from politics. Many people know they are in the country. You know why I take that? Because I'm going to begin with heritage. I'm not a regime the regime that took over the state. The regime is intolerant. The regime doesn't need anybody going against them. They see your contrary view or your disagreement as a threat to their existence. So they will do everything to eliminate you. So I decided we will not election. I said, let me control myself because we have family to take care of. So let me observe the political space for now. At the end of the day, they still came after me.
Has the termination of your contract? I mean, how is it affecting your life now that you're not in government? You've gone back to your party headquarters.
Well, for us, it is not strange to us, like I said. Mentally, I'm fit because I knew that this day was going to come. But you know, just in the type of difficult economy, if you are not jobbing, it becomes a burden for you. You got children, you got family, you got other people, external people you used to help. Normally, you come to my house, people used to come for school fees. When my child sick, I got to send them to school. I got to send them to hospital, so people coming for rent. So I feel bad that I will not be able to help those I used to help. And when I started shameless members, I know God, what God lays, this will be okay. So it's just a moment. This is just temporary, and at the appropriate time, the right thing will happen.
Okay, Abdul, have to let you go. Is there anything you want to talk about before you we take leave of you?
I just want to say thank you. We'll be speaking to the press in the coming week to announce our active return to politics.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Abdul Kane is the national gatekeeper there at the opposition CDC. He's been here just on the line having a clarifying or saying some things, but that's it. It is just what it is. Liberia, and I will say this. You young people who are sitting on the fence, you struggle for the party, and whenever things go wrong, the people who are enjoying the government right now, when things go wrong, and then they come back to you and they call you to defend the pool, $1, $2 scratch card, give you $5, $10 put in your pocket, and then you call on the radio star to defend them. Hey, you're not doing yourself any good. Because these people, their children are enjoying, their children are living better lives while you are in the slum, in the street every day. You go and sit to party headquarters every day from morning to night. You're there. No government official have time for you. They do not have time for you. Just so you know. They don't have your time. Then you will call and you'll be saying things, you'll be defending them. They and their families are enjoying what they're supposed to enjoy. Oh yeah. You don't know? You don't know. You don't know. The man from MDR, he did not speak as an innocent person. Don't get it. The man did not speak as an innocent person. Only because the man was speaking for his party, speaking in the interest of his former political leader, the godfather, was dismissed. Now, the political leader of the MDR is sitting there, the vice president of the Republic of Liberia. He sees nothing wrong with this. At all, nothing. Oh, Vice President Jeremiah Queen, he didn't say anything about it. This is a man who everybody in the party is looking at 12 years, that he might replace the president. If Unity Party will go for 12 years, he will be president. Yeah. Well, 9 o'clock, I'll take my guess. But this is the country. I was saying, if I can take a few calls this morning on the show, I'll just take a few calls on the issue. Take a few calls. The people, you young people who suffer for Unity Party, you suffer for this party. And you sit down and you hear Queen Johnson, who is so vocal, saying that when you go to them, when you go to the party, you go and attack them, they're coming after you. They are coming after you. By the time you say anything against any of them, they're coming after you. Oh yes, they're coming after you. You can't say anything against their official. You don't have the right to talk. You even though your sweat and blood brought them to power, but don't talk. if you talk, you're in trouble. The little job you get, it will take it from you. 0770-573-477, 0770-573-477, 0881-871-670, 0881-871-670 are the numbers you can use this morning to be a part of the show here, the Kear Morning Show.
This is a basic care home health services. This is a home health agency. We send nurses and home health aides to patients' homes and take care of them, provide medical and non-medical services for them in their homes. So that's what we're doing. This is the office space where the high-end process is rendered.
Also the assisting admin at Amazing Care. I've been with this company since 2014 when we were making nothing. And we were literally in the basement of our apartment. This is how growth have brought us this far. 2-bedroom apartment, and we were literally using the basement and
compared to other leaders, you tell them. All people need places. All people need admiration about them.
Hello.
The old people need appreciation.
So even if the old man, the old person does wrong, you shouldn't speak out. You don't say it.
You will be quiet. You don't compare all people.
Seriously?
You don't compare all person. You just say your father is very old. You go even your father wrong.
We are discussing Liberia, my brother. We're talking about Liberia, the country. We are discussing the country. It is in the interest of the country. It's not about a person. It is about the nation.
So, if you have any issue that they start about, they start the issue for the personality of the country who is the head. Liberia problem is not human being. Because you praise preachers have been dead and gone. You praise the other people that will die. But what you need to do is discuss the issue, remind the trustee, remind those in the authority to be attacking the president. Because the president was the president issue.
So I'm attacking the president? Am I attacking the president?
Yeah, but there are people who don't want to discuss the issue. They want to attack the president personally.
Am I attacking the president?
No, this is true. You
Thank you.
This is a show, you know what I mean? So you have your right. So what I'm saying to the rest of the other people on the show, we should discuss the issue, remind the president, remind those that he has authority, and talk about their personality. Run the man alone, and not a problem. This man will go away. Talk about what the problem should be. How the problem should be. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Allowing me on the show.
You're welcome. 0770-573-477, 0770-573-477, 0881-871-670, 0881-871-670. At the numbers, the WhatsApp line, +231-886-681198, +231-886-871-670 are the numbers you can use this morning to be a part of the conversation. Look, let me tell you, we will continue to talk about these things. This regime, this particular regime, this government, Mr. President, that's why I asked from the beginning. I don't know who are those advising the president. The people that are around the president, whether they're the ones giving him all of these advices, that you just take people off their job for no reason, you terminate somebody's contract, only because the person is saying, their mind is saying what is wrong, and then you say, oh, the man is this, the man is going against. Look, everybody should have the right to say what they want to say. I cannot be working here and I don't have the privilege. I will be controlled to say what I want to say. I'm not freely working. I don't have, you know what it does to you? It's a trauma. It's a trauma. President Walker has lots of experience in government. Lots of experience. I've said this before. If the Unity Party will come to power, they say that 12 years, you complain on George Weah did this, George Weah did that, but what is happening under this particular president? What this government is doing? Look, the people who, if you get to the marketplaces, in the various markets, I've had interactions when you hear the concerns of the people, those very people who voted the Unity Party, they are the ones complaining. So sometimes I ask them, but why you can't speak out? Hey, don't put your microphone from you. But if you're just having a conversation, then you will get to understand how frustrated they are. How frustrated they are. And you think it's a joke. When he said, if the people came to the job, they can get her colleagues, the young people cannot get jobs, she will organize men, she will galvanize people, and they will protest. It is coming from Unity Party. From the beginning, a protest action was led by the party chairman, crying for jobs. And he said, oh, it's not true. The chairman doesn't say he won't join. The chairman tell the people say he won't join. All sort of things were said. When Toga Melvin Sivers went to the party headquarters to have a press conference, he was being booed. The very young people, they booed them. You've gotten a job, and the people who suffered, you left them out. And then you look, you're in your second year. You're in your second year. And still now, things continue to go up high. Do you know how much for scratch card in Broadville? Those of you in Broadville, how much for scratch card now? $220. When you ask them, they tell you the US rate is going up. It's going up. $220. People from Broadville, they will tell you. $220 for one card. And you think everything is okay. You think everything is okay. No. Things are not fine. Things are not fine. But you know why they will not speak? Because they trusted this government government jobs. Their expectations were very high. They were high. Good morning. Their expectations were high. Gas price is going up. Oh, yes. You don't have a stable price. When Malasari said, do you original, well, government does not have control over price and what have you. When CDC was in government, in power, this unity party then in opposition, the CDC was heavily criticized. It was criticized. Too many things have been said. Oh, mysterious death, people dying, so they don't find body on this side, and you will see somebody will take body from somewhere, and just you see it on Facebook that will come from different country. But today, every time, either if it is not fire somewhere, then that body somewhere lying down. Oh yes, if fire is not on somebody's house, their body is lying somewhere. Somebody has been harassed. Somebody, has been terrorized. People's homes. Electricity is a problem in this country. Problem. You be having a very wonderful conversation. You be on the internet. You be watching a movie, or you put your TV on, and bloop, go. The things that were said, those things that was not good, they were bad yesterday, today, they're not saying anything about them. That's deception. Deception. Total deception. Liberian people trusted this government. Oh yeah.
This is a basic Kear home health services. This is a home health agency. We send nurses and home health aides to
The unemployment rate is high. Let me tell you, let me remind you again. Delon's success today at the Senate, making him Senator of Monserrado County. It was not the opposition alone. Meaning it was seditious who felt angry. They felt they were not getting what they should have. So what did they do? It was a warning to the CDC. 2019, 2020. The Lord used the people. Today, the folks within the Unity Party, the young people who were in the trenches, you see them. When one government official go, so in fact, what they do now is they build this wall around themselves. When you go there, you don't see them again. Even if a journalist went to a government official office, I'm here to see this, identify yourself, the bureaucracy. The bureaucracy. For what? You think the people happy? No. They are not happy. They are not happy. The level of experience this president has. But now, Liberia, all the things when they came to power, Mamaka ability over there, she took 285 yellow machines. Dry season is already, January has ended already. We will soon be in rainy season. Where are the machines? Where are the yellow machines? They still in the barrel. The pieces the 4 pieces that were brought there into the barrel. Where are they? They're not there. Where have they gone? Where? Are they in the southeast, they in the western region, or they in central Liberia, or in the northern part? Where? People continue to face these difficulties every now and then. If you go down there to the market to buy now, the market they're telling you that, people are not buying like before. You listen to them every day. People are not buying like before. Like before, the way the police should come to us, they're not coming, they're coming here. Nobody buying. When you ask them why, they say, the people say they're not taking pay, no money. And then one minister will tell you, say, we increase the people's salary. And the very people you increase their salary, they are the ones that can be saying these things. Civil servants, they continue to cry. Look at the policeman telling you that he's not, because the money he making very low, so it gives him the right to go and harass taxi drivers. Then you say you increase people pay. No. This country, but now, under President Weah, with the level, the expectations that the Liberians had, they're not getting it. Oh, when Amara told you to manage your expectation, you thought it was a joke? He saw it. He already knew. He knew. Amara knew. And you overlook it. You overlook it. When you thought you leave your job. Oh, yes, I follow Abdul a lot. Abdul on Facebook. Abdul, every morning, Abdul wakes up, you will see what he will do is he will post a scripture, motivational quote on his page. Every morning. Because he was working in a government now that he could not speak. He could not say so, to even disagree with his boss. It was a challenge. It is a challenge of those who are working, even the very people who suffer for this party, who are working. It's still a challenge for them to differ with their bosses. You don't go against your boss. You don't say, Chief, I think that what you're doing is not right. We gotta do it this way. No. You don't say, when you say someone will take you off. You say, oh, ain't no plenty. Mafia blue. It's an example. Oh, yes. It's an example. You don't say no. You don't see it from different angles. You don't give your own view about the things that are to benefit the nation, whether it is in the interest of the country or the institution. No. You don't see it. When you talk, you on your own. The next day, you see letter. How will you be working and then without prior notice, somebody just come to you and say, my man, the person will come replace you here. We will transfer you. Even though you're performing or you're there, you're not doing anything wrong. But because they feel that you are not in their league, you're not a partisan. You're not a partisan. Continue to run the country on partisanship. Is this how we're going to continue in Liberia? Is this how we'll continue? 0770-573-477. 0770-573-477 are the numbers you can use to be a part of the show here. 081-871-670 plus 231-886-681198 are the numbers you can use to be a part of the Kear Morning Show here on Kear Radio 95.9. So very shortly, I will show in my guest so that we can begin the conversation. Garrison Abba Davis is my guest here today. And then at 10 o'clock, like I said, we'll have an extension. A team from Weah, Liberia will be here where we will talk about the upcoming wax exam and other things we'll talk about. So it's Friday, folks. Friday, normally we take a break, especially musical break, this music, and then yes, we come back.
Some people want that one before you understand. We all got children going to school. I get money selling their goods. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let them make go. We all are trying to move ahead. Some people say we might not get there because confusion can battle their friend. If I go tell myself, jump inside the street. Anything happen to me, my family will grieve.
Okay, anything happened to me, indeed, my family they will grieve. And so it's my from Jay and Keep the Peace Alive. A very wonderful song. Welcome back to the show. My guest is already here. As you can see him. Judge, please come. Josh, can you please come? He's back here. We So yes, he is back here. Yes. So his name, you will listen to him. As a matter of fact, he will introduce himself. So with no time to waste, let me say, Rizzo, welcome, my brother.
Thank you. Good morning. It's a pleasure being in the studio for the very first time. And thank you for the good work you guys are doing here. We appreciate and you championing the cause of the Liberian people, speaking for the voiceless.
Okay, so you get to introduce yourself, your position.
So my name is Dyson Abba Davis, one of our member of the CDC, the Coalition for Democratic Change. I rose up from the rank and file of the auxiliary level, moving over to providing leadership at the level of district number 10, 7, and its former youth chairperson. Due to our work at the district level, we were elevated on a national platform in 2022, having then a full opportunity to serve as national vice chair for inter-party affairs of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mighty Congress for Democratic Change that is then led by the nation's most powerful, most articulate, most inspirational young man, Emmanuel Moba Johnson, alias Papa Nito or Agostino Nito.
Okay, so how is the CDC Engineering Party?
The CDC is faring well. As you are aware, the CDC is a beacon of hope. It is the bastion of the masses' interest. Having governed the state for 6 years, the Liberian people saw it fit to place the trust in another political institution that misled this country for 12 years. And we accepted the fact that it was the people's decision. So CDC as a party opted to have no objection to the people's decision in 2023. So we allowed them the flow to see the consequences of the decision that they took to bestowed authority, and again in the hands of the United Party. So the CDC is very well. The CDC is okay, trying to mobilize our bases, keeping in touch with our people, defending the interests of our people. That is what the CDC have been known for the last couple of years. So we are well on course. We are strategically engaging, and at the appropriate time, some appropriate actions will be taken by the CDC in the interest of our people.
Okay, so guys, let's begin the conversation. Firstly, with your party. The CDC led this country for 6 years under the leadership of former President George Weah. Liberian people on November 8, 2023, November 14th, 2023, believed that the CDC, your party, did not give them what they expected, so they decided to transition to the Unity Party, now President Boakai. You're in opposition. How is it you were in government, now you're in opposition? How is it? How are you coping?
Yeah, we have been down this road before. We were the nation's number one opposition party between 2005 to 2017, before the election of President Weah. So we are no strangers coming back to opposition. Like I said for my intro, we championed the cause of Liberian people for 12 years in opposition, making a case that we can make a difference. Even though the situation in Liberia is a complex situation of governance, but we believe as an institution we are far better than providing the needed services for the Liberian people than the Unity Party. So for 12 years, we made that case, and our people saw it befitting to have elected President Weah in the CDC to the presidency. We were elected, and we governed for 6 years. We believe we did very well. We may not have done all that the people so desire, but we believe we deliver a lot that will have kept us in the presidency, that will have ensured that President Weah was re-elected. But again, the power is with the people. They decide whether or not to retain a particular individual in the presidency or to call for a change. So they chose change over continuity. So we cannot question them for their decision. But we are back in opposition, and just in the period of 1 year, the people are becoming to realize that the CDC was far better than the Unity Party. So the only thing we can do as an opposition party is to speak on their behalf, to bring to both the status quo, to put the government feet to the fire. So that's the rule of the CDC. That's the rule of the leading opposition political party, working with other opposition political parties to amalgamate the forces and checkmate the government, bring the government feet to the fire. This is why the CDC did for 12 years under Madam Seri. And this is what the CDC is doing now. So there's no difference of the CDC in opposition on 12 on the Unity Party, Madam Seri, and the CDC just under 1 year on the despotic regime of President Weah.
Okay, so the United Party took office January 22, President 2024 President Obama was sworn in as President of the Republic. What can you say so far about President Obama's first year governing the state of the nation? Firstly, the state of the economy, rule of law, good governance, and the entire judiciary. What under President Obama? What can you say in terms of every other things?
I think there has been massive failure within 1 year on President Obama. When we were governing this country, the Unity Party kept informing our people that the CDC is misgoverning, the CDC is condoning massive corruption, the CDC is abusing the rule of law, the poor healthcare delivery services across the country. Our people are not acquiring quality education. So on that basis, they made that case and the people voted against us. But just in 1 year, we have seen that the Unity Party, they didn't come prepared to govern this country. They have done worse, far worse than what they have. Even though there were a lot of lies spewed out to our people, but they have done far worse than those lies that were spewed out to our people. Let's look at the first issue of corruption. Let's begin with corruption, because even before Buetta assumed the presidency, there were already signs of corruption. Not signs, but there were situations that set the tone for the ongoing massive corruption that is going across government. Before Buetta took over the presidency, Buetta instructed his current Minister of State, Sylvester Grisby, to request for NASCO the amount of was 600,000 to purchase vehicles, land cruiser vehicles, somewhere between 500 and 600,000, without being in the presidency. That was a violation of our law. So Buetta conspired with the authority of NASCO back then for the purchase of 5 SUV vehicles that were somewhere between 500 and 600,000. So that was the basis that set the tone for the massive corruption. Buetta didn't stop there. You know, when you are being elected president, you are then pronounced as the winner of the election. Automatically, I don't want to say presumptive president, but the president that is governing a state becomes a linked door president. And you that have been elected and just a couple of weeks away from being inaugurated, you carry some kind of power because those who are in authority will want to respect the decision because they want to maintain their position that they are currently occupying in government. So whenever somebody is in opposition in government and sees a communication from the president to be inaugurated, they take that communication very seriously. So on that basis, that authority on NASCO colluded with Gracefully and Weah to violate our laws, to purchase vehicles that they were not in authority to have done so. So that's the basis for corruption. The next thing Weah did was he went to Banga after the gas tanker explosion. He donated $10 million with 200 bags of rice. Up to today's date, we do not know the source of that funding. Where did it come from? You are being elected president. So people argue that the man he was not elected or he has not been inaugurated. So on that basis, the poor conduct does not cover him. No, he was elected president. He was pronounced the winner of the presidential election. So he's a couple of weeks to take over the presidency. So he ought to respect the laws that govern the office of the presidency. Up to today's day, but I cannot tell where did that $10 million come from? Where did the 200 bags of rice come from? We don't know because Brother told he was very broke to the extent that he was living on loan. So where did he take that money from? We don't know. The next thing we saw was the chairman of the Unity Party stealing over $73,000 from money that was given for inaugural celebration across the 73 electoral districts. We were told that each district was supposed to receive $5,000, but each those districts received only $4,000. So where did the 73,000 go? The 1,000 each that was taken away from the 5,000 for the 73 districts. Where did it go? Up to now, we have not received a single report. The chairman of the Unity Party is blamed for that because we were told that he pressurized county chairperson to do the deduction of that money that amounted to over $73,000. What happened next? The inauguration. You saw the inauguration. A very poorly planned inauguration under the chairmanship of Yata Famule. Over $600,000 was spent on that inauguration. That ceremony, due to the poor planning of that ceremony, even that ceremony resulted to a death. You had the ceremony was prematurely brought to an end because the president fainted on stage. So 600,000, there were allegations from media people who were doing media work, people who were doing publicity work and other stuff that commemorate the inaugural ceremony. They claimed that amount that they should have received, they didn't receive those amounts. So over 600,000 cannot be accounted for. President Weah issued a statement clearing the formula of any misapplication of funds of inaugural funds. So next we saw the issue of corruption. Jefferson fled during the early days of the government, having elected speaker because there were information that people who voted for Kun were then bribed by Weah to vote for Kun as a speaker. I'm talking about the speakership election in January. But we didn't have the evidence to substantiate our claim. After 2 months, Yeke informed the public that lawmakers have been bribed with coupon. They were giving coupon each of 4,500 to go J-Mag. Furniture. So that was another early sign of corruption. And you saw why he has led into today, which we will delve into later. We saw the issue of Jake Katapoli, the president's nephew, when he was officer in charge of Luka. Over 600,000 were awarded in contracts illegally. Up to today's date, we have not gotten any funding for whatsoever investigation that was instituted by this government. We also have the issue of the public works ministry. The public works minister illegally against our law, blatant violation of our procurement law, violated the bidding processes, and issue a $22.4 million contract to contractor for road maintenance in the name of the policy that no car was stuck in the mud in a period of 100 days. In 2 to 3 weeks, in the first phase of the implementation, where he said over 8 million were used, we saw cars were then stuck in the mud. That was a massive corruption on the part of this government, and there was no action taken against the Minister of Public Works. Some Mama Kabirete informing us that the government has procured over 285 yellow machines.
Yellow machines.
In flagrant disregard to our laws, not going through the legislative process to acquire those earth moving equipment. Later, they came back after the period of 5 yellow machines. They came back to inform us that the process not follow. We'll follow the process. We didn't say we are procured a vehicle, but it was a public declaration at one of your cabinet retreats when Mama David took the platform and informed us that this government had procured 285 million. But we know that was a CAD working with the Gomani group for the Wologisi Mountain because of the pressure placed on the government on the heads of Weah, so they have to somersault on their particular engagement. That was a massive form of corruption that we have taking millions of dollars away from the Liberian people. Taxes.
The mountain is the reserve of Liberia, the Wologisi Mountain. It's Liberia's reserve.
Of course. So our reserve have been given us cheaply because Mama got buried the Weah and gracefully. They were going to be in shaded deal with the Goma Group of Company. Over 85 million were too. That was the amount of that deal that the government going to spend on that particular arrangement. And our analysis tells us that only have cost even 40 million. So what become of the rest of the money that we are amounted to 85 million? So that money we have been shared, the Mama ability, gracefully, and Weah. That's a form of massive corruption. Up to date, no action has been taken in regards to that. Weah took on the public space and defended Mama ability, gracefully, and the rest of it all. That's the issue of the PSM law that was clearly violated by Thomas Jai and Ami Munda. They are not the authority. The Minister of Commerce, they are not the authority that collect government money and spend government money. No. They Nicodemously work with what's the name of the company? Method. Nicodemously work with Method, receiving over hundreds of thousands of dollars, spending 96,000 of that money on vehicle alone just for Ami Munda. Thomas Jai still remains an LRA boss after the violation of the PFM law. Ami Munda was pressurized to resign.
I mean, did not say he was pressurized.
He was pressurized. We know he was pressurized. He was pressurized. We are aware. That's the fact. Nobody can argue that. But now just the information brought to the public. But we know, we are aware that Ami Munda was pressurized to resign. So having resigned, did the government attempt or make an attempt to prosecute Ami Munda? That was a violation of our laws. Both Thomas Jai and Ami Munda should have been prosecuted on our laws. That was a very clear violation of the PFM law. Up to this day, Ami Munda walked scot-free, having resigned. Thomas Jai still remains as the head of LRA. We come to the issue of access declaration. Weah informed us that officials of the CDC government, they respect our laws to declare their assets. So against that budget, every appointee of government will have to declare their assets before taking office. The report from the LACC shows that more than 50% of government officials appointed by the government up to this date have not declared their assets. So, in an effort not to declare an asset, it's a breeding ground for corruption because we will know what you have before taking public office, and after you shall have taken office and leave office later, we should know what you have, the asset declaration, the entry declaration, the asset declaration. So we compare all two and match it with your income while you're in government to know whether or not you stole from government. That's the declaration. Up to this day, over 50% of government officials appointed by the president have not declared their assets.
They said that the president is cheating this guy, even though he himself had declared his assets, but the people who he believed could work for him, they have now, though he called for cabinet meeting and they go there, but still nothing has been done. He said that he just doesn't want to say anything about it. Or what do you think?
He is sitting there, like you said, that's a fact. But as president, he declared his asset. He
has the right to.
Even though his asset The answer he declared, the access declaration is questionable with reason.
How can you question the president?
No, his access declaration is questionable. What he talking about, you have votes, you have power, and other things. You know, it is questionable. But as a president, you have the constitutional authority. You are the leader of this country. You show the rule and order follows. You declare the answers. Your official have not yet declared the answer. It is your responsibility to ensure that you declare the answer. You issue a notice, a warning to government officials. You provide a deadline. Up to now, they have not declared the answer. What should the president do? You take action against the officials that are yet to declare the answers. But you have not taken any action. So why can we surmise? We surmise that he's shielding these people. Because he himself, publicly declared, when I say publicly declared the answer, meaning the access, the details of the access were made available to us. So we have some doubt in the answer. So because he himself, the answer had doubt, so he does not have the moral standing, the moral ground to raise contention on a leader that have yet to declare the subordinates in government, appointees in government that are yet to declare the answers. So I can simply say in your word that he's shielding them.
Similarly with the drug test. The president, if I was public, it was public that the president went. He did a blood test, a drug test for everything. But there are still government appointees who have still not gone through the drug test, and all of these things are still under the carpet.
Of course. How many of your officials took the drug test publicly? How many of them? But when I say all public officials appointed by me will have to take drug tests so you can be free of job before there's so many public office. How many of them? Have when I take any decision against any public official that are yet to declare assets that are yet to take the blood test? No, not at all. So these things serve as breeding ground for officials of government to do the wrong thing, to violate our laws, to steal and want scot free. You saw the issue that at electric priority, massive rampant corruption at electric priority. What did Breaker do? He suspended. Has there been any decision taken against those people who were accused of rampant corruption, taking refugee money, stealing refugee money, putting both names on refugee list to steal? Has Breaker taken any decision against the official? No. You wouldn't ask them to you. So now stealing, when you steal are two things. Either you are pressurized to resign or you are suspended. No action.
But the president said, for those of you government, he made a statement, you who are corrupt. I'm not saying you can be corrupt, but when you steal, let the money be used for the people.
Spend the money on the people. That was a tacit endorsement of corruption. Becker is the most corrupt Liberian president ever in the history of this country.
Why you say
he has demonstrated that? He has demonstrated that. Times are normal. Cheating corrupt officials, making public statement that allows officials of government to steal. That is a tacit endorsement of corruption. No government official has publicly endorsed corruption, or no president has publicly endorsed corruption like the way Breaker has done. So we can simply say that Breaker is the most corrupt president in the history of this country because he publicly endorses corruption. He sues corrupt officials, taking no action. Whenever they steal, either he suspends or he pressurizes them to resign. That's been a move of operation on Breaker when it comes to the issue of corruption. So Breaker is not serious to fight corruption. He doesn't have the courage to fight corruption because he himself is very corrupt. You talk about, you say highlighting the major aspects of the governance of our country, the issue of rule of law, the judiciary. Apparently, you also know the judiciary has been weaponized.
Yeah, because I want, that's why I'll come in. Your government, before leaving power, at the end of the exit of the CDC, there was this Shalom Musu case which implicated the former mayor, the SG of your party, Jefferson Koji, linking him to the death of the late Shalom Musu, and a guilty verdict was brought down that saw the sentencing of the former Chief Justice Gloria Musu-Scott. When President Weah came to power, the case was recalled, and then she was vindicated. She and others were vindicated. Now she's been appointed by the President Executive Committee member of the Unity Party. This very person who was convicted by the former regime. And so the rule of law, the justice system, President Weah, who has spent years in government, what can you say?
I think we are in terrible times, my dear brother. We are in terrible times. Somebody who was accused of murdering an innocent soul, child Musu, peace be to her ashes. She was given due process in court. All of the processes of laws were followed. She was convicted by the court and sentenced because of her proximity to Weah. When Weah became president, she was released from prison. The case was dropped. She was set free. And today, she has been appointed by Weah as one of his representatives in the National Executive Committee of the Unity Party. If that is not a very classic example of how Weah has decided to abuse the rule of law and weaponize the judiciary, then I don't know which other example can I give you. Weah cares less about the rule of law, he cares less about observing our judicial processes. He is a violator of our laws. People who were appointed in training positions, for example, who honor our laws, allow them to serve their term in those various positions. When Weah became president, he attempted to have them removed. They moved to the Supreme Court for its intervention. The court intervened and said, Mr. President, you cannot remove these people from their position without court. You do not have the authority to do that. It is the legislative branch that made the law. So any effort to have no training position removed is the same legislative branch of government that is on obligation on our law to do same. So you as a president, you do not have the authority to abrogate the constitutional authority that has been bestowed upon the legislature to make laws. So you have to, if you want to get rid of training position, you have to go back to the
legislature.
Mr. Weah did not listen. He came, he brought all charges against the officials because he was pressurized by officials of the party, including party one of them, because they wanted a job. So he automatically suspended them. What is the result of that case today? There was no evidence of corruption on the official precisely at LTA. But because Weah wanted to create an avenue for party one and others and client ambassadors to have jobs, so he ran after those people and accusing them of corruption and placing them under investigation. We have gone almost a year. Why are you filing for the investigation of crimes that those people purportedly committed? Why are they filing? Up to this day, there is no filing. We are learning that they are even doing backdoor negotiations to have these people paid off. But the people are still telling them that they were illegally suspended. Yes, they were illegally suspended. These were Trump charges brought against them. The government cannot prove those charges. But Mr. Weah just brought those charges because he wanted to find means of getting his people on job. So they are currently having backdoor negotiation. The head of LTA or Abdullah Amara wrote, Mr. President, for the payment of those people to pay them off their jobs.
Does the government have the money to pay the people?
I don't know. Weah will find the money. He has to. Because you cannot prove the evidence. Why is the investigation? You suspended people because you told us that they committed crime, they stole. Why the investigation? Why are you not prosecuting them? If there are any funding for any investigation, why up to now you are not prosecuting them? Why? So if they didn't commit any crime and you want to get them off the job and you have illegally done, you have to pay them off. You have to pay them off. Mr. Weah doesn't respect the rule of law. A classic example, moving over to the speakership data code. Mr. Speaker was elected. Speaker James Fonati was elected by a simple majority of his colleagues. They bestowed the authority upon him to serve as speaker. If the colleagues don't see it fit that he remains as a speaker, the law provides that they can outline their reasons, given a due process, and take a vote. If you have 49, what are the reasons they gave? It makes sense. Or reasons do not make sense. Once they have the 49 votes to remove him as a speaker, the law says he will be former speaker immediately after for example. But because Mr. Weah wants to have his will, to have anything part in the budget, and Fernando Kofa was not allowing him to have his will, evident of the yellow machine scenario that he was brought to go, and to have anything part into the national budget. He saw Fernando Kofa as a threat. So on that basis, he decided to grab lawmakers. We were told that each lawmaker received a sum of 15,000 initial payment, and later they received a balance 10,000. They were lodged at RLG to remove the speaker. But they did not get a number. So what Mr. Weah did was to forcefully remove the speaker by instructing the majority black to have parallel session, illegal parallel session. So that was legal debacle. They went to court. The Supreme Court ruled that any setting that contravenes Article 33 and Article 49 is a violation of the Constitution. It is ultra-virus. Mr. Weah instructed the Justice Minister to interpret the code ruling. First time in the history of our country that the Justice Minister bestowed upon himself the authority to interpret Supreme Court ruling. He said Supreme Court ruling means that the majority block is legal and they recognize the election of Richard Kuhn as speaker. That's a sad moment for our country. That's a very sad moment for our country, my dear brother. Today, we have two speakers. Money in the state of nation address.
Is Fernando Kofa still the speaker?
He is still the speaker. He is. Fernando Kofa is the speaker. But he was still elected. Any laws, when the laws are not followed to remove him, he still remains the speaker. He has not resigned. Until he resigns, Fernando Kofa remains the speaker.
But Richard Kuhn is presiding as speaker. In fact, now Richard Kuhn now has his official REP1, which signifies the head of the legislature.
That just follow a stance on the lawlessness of the Weah's government. That is an impersonation. That is wrong. That is a crime. Richard Kuhn is illegal. He was not elected as the speaker. Fernando Kofa was elected as the speaker. He remains the speaker. So to purport and impersonate as the speaker, flying official REP1 plate, that is a violation of our law.
The man is presiding. He has presided over the budget. The national budget, and in fact the portion of the budget that is due that was due for Fernando Kofa is now to Richard Kuhn. So how we just have Monday, Richard Kuhn, from our indications, will preside over the SONA when the president is about to address the nation. So what is the fate of Fernando Kofa when the international community still ECOWAS came? This matter could not be settled. Business has been done. I mean, sessions going on.
So,
other President Walker.
That just tells you how Weah care less about the rule of law. But we are aware that the international organizations like the ECOWAS, the AU, the US Embassy, or reputable international organizations still recognize Fernando Kofa as the speaker. The CDC recognizes Fernando Kofa as the speaker. The Liberian people recognize Fernando Kofa as the speaker. I think that's the most important recognition Kofa needs. He doesn't need the recognition of Mr. Weah because Mr. Weah is bent on violating our laws. Who will preside on section? At the inauguration, not the inauguration, but the SONA, he will preside as the speaker. That's the reason the CDC has instructed all of its lawmakers to boycott the SONA because an attempt to go sit under the gavel at a State of the Nation address where our international partner are expected to be to see a Kuhn presiding as the speaker is an endorsement to the lawlessness that Weah is executing in our republic. So the CDC has instructed all of its lawmakers to boycott and welcome the decision of the rule of law purpose who comprises of some independent lawmakers as well. So we have endorsed that decision for all of our lawmakers to boycott the SONA that will be here on Monday. But that sitting will be an illegal sitting decided over.
Is it a good thing that your channel made a statement for them to boycott? Is it a good thing for the country?
It is. It is.
Why?
To save the integrity of the state. Because that will be an illegal sitting. The State of the Nation address is the platform where the president communicates a legislative agenda. He explains the achievement in the previous year and communicates with the legislature on his agenda for the ensuing year. So to have an illegal speaker presiding, we don't want to play with the chaotic because the citizens who have insisted that cover the speaker and cover must go and preside what is shown up. Whether it's lawless, he may instruct the state security forces to apprehend Kofa and other leg-manner lawmakers that believe in the rule of law and that thing. So we don't want a chaotic scene because Kofa cannot be there. Citizen lawmakers cannot be there. Members of the rule of law cannot be there and see presiding as the speaker at Sona. They made that will be chaotic. Because that's not part of our expected being a thing. So because we believe in the peace of the state, President Weah is the most celebrated peace icon of this republic and internationally. So as the standard bearer of the CDC, working with the National Executive Committee, we believe in peace. So we do not want a chaotic Sona. That's the reason we have decided that all of our lawmakers should boycott the Sona because we don't want to play to be chaotic. Because an attempt to be there and see presiding, it will cause serious disruption, and the CDC could be blamed. So CDC as a peaceful party have asked all the lawmakers to boycott and let Mr. Weah and his purported speaker go ahead with the Sona. What do we expect from the Sona? What message do we expect from the Sona? Will Mr. Weah be telling us that officials, leaders of LDA who are fighting over drugs money, or who has the authority to do XYZ, unless Hassan Fadika, every Kuma, Bauko, fighting over drugs money, he suspended them. Other than no action has been taken, he has appointed a new LDA boss. Will Mr. Becker be telling us that the investment fund that was organized by Mandela Kopa was fruitful? Did they yield any fruit? Why the investment in 1 year? Is that what Mr. Becker be telling us? Will Mr. Weah also be telling us that the 300 buses that were promised, where they told the people bus on Ghana, they brought it. People had the issue public and left that bus was illegally taken from Ghana and had nothing to do with Liberia. They put a flare on it, they brought it to Liberia. You see, it was a teardrop. Up to now, we have not seen a single bus. They promised 300 buses. Is that what Mr. Weah be telling us? Will Mr. Weah be telling us that he collaborated with a criminal entity called Legal Tech to the advisor from the Affairs Minister that they were offering 25 million
scholarship,
25 million worth of scholarship to Liberian students where our people were duped or were going to be massively duped at their land.
Even though people were dismissed.
Yeah, at their land. Our people are going to be duped. Is that what Mr. Becker going to tell? Is Mr. Becker going to tell that he issue an elect or a mandate to put a cap on benefits and salaries of officials from public enterprises, where people at LTA taking 15,000 and the generator making more money than a deputy minister. Up to now, no decision, no action has been taken. It doesn't reflect even in the 2025 national budget. Is that what Mr. Becker is going to tell us on Monday? Is Mr. Becker going to tell us that the mass dismissal of civil servants across government believed to be sedition is the right thing to preserve the peace and maintain the peace of this country? I listened to that interview when you pay sport to African. Tears went down my cheek because myself, I'm a victim of that. I was dismissed.
You were dismissed?
Of course. I was illegally dismissed, even though I didn't bring it to the public. Republic because
I'm just hearing this.
Of course, I was dismissed from the National Port Authority by Sekou Duple, his chief of administration. I was dismissed illegally dismissed by Sekou Duple. Is that what Mr. Becker going to tell? That he has the right and over 700 workers at Ministry of State today cannot provide for the family. They were dismissed at Ministry of State because he claimed they were employed by President Weah. Is that what he's going to tell? Will Mr. Becker be telling us that over 300 EPS officers who were illegally dismissed and up to this day, a dime has not been given them? A dime has not been given them because he claimed that they were employed by President Weah. People were employed to provide security for executive. They are not. Liberia is not owned by Mr. Weah. It is owned by the people, and everyone has the right to work, to job, to make money and feed the family. Is that what Mr. Weah going to tell us? It's so sad. It's Mr. Boya going to tell for the first time in post-war Liberia for the University of Liberia to be closed for 7 months. Is that why Mr. Boya going to tell us on Monday? We said no, we cannot attend that soon. And that's the reason our long because I've been asked not to attend. Will Mr. Boya going to tell us that the 10,000 jobs or training he promised to youths in IT skills that he had achieved that in 100 days? Is that what Mr. Boya going to tell us? No, that's not been done. That is far-fetched. Not even 1,000 persons have been trained IT skills. I don't pressure around and gone 3, 4, 500 persons can learn Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint. You see, these are the training they provide for these people. But the young people, he promised to train 10,000 young people in IT. IT. Look, to this date, that cannot be accounted for. Not a single person has been trained in IT. When you promise to train 10,000 persons in 6 months, is Mr. Boya going to tell us that he's spending, the government spending 1.1 million on just 2 vehicles, one for the president, one for the vice president? Is he going to tell us that is achievement in 1 year? Is that a report he's going to make to the legislature?
What do you expect to hear from the president on the state of the economy? Your company was criticized. U.S. rate is, oh, Josh, the rate is up high, and prices are going up, and every other thing. Former President Sally said, well, she didn't have control over price, but under President Weah, the rate is going up when you go to the market. The same thing. If you don't have the US dollars, you have to add money on the Liberian dollars. You got to increase. The money got to be up high before you purchase the goods. So all of these things.
It is so sad that Samuel Toy, he did extremely well to stabilize the macroeconomic, and there was a certain time that the rate for a couple of years, between 2 to 3 years, the rate was stabilized between 150 to 155. He did a very good job at the Ministry of Finance. Under Mr. Weah, the rate has skyrocketed today. The exchange rate is somewhere between 199 to 200 in most places. The purchasing power of people.
I've seen 96, 97, 196, 197. That's what I have seen.
You can do your research in other parts of the country. The rate is 199, 200. You can do your research. The purchasing power of our people has drastically reduced just in under 1 year. Black women are complaining. Spoon TV and other media institutions are taking a survey, including OPFN, across the country. And people are complaining. The hardship has increased. People are hungry. There are a lot of parents who couldn't afford to send their kids to school. So we're waiting for second semester. Now the second semester is approaching or has come. Some parents, up to now, they are not sending their kids. They are got a very astronomical increase in the number of kids that are out of school because parents cannot afford tuition. Parents cannot afford tuition. Today, they are hearing that the University of Liberia is trying to cancel the free tuition policy.
Do you think the president is willing to do that? Or not?
He attempted to do that in the first year. The president, the newly inducted president of the University of Liberia, has begun conversation with stakeholders of the university
to cancel that.
Because they think that the budgetary allotment for the University of Liberia is not sufficient enough to run a state-run university. So on that basis, they want students to take the burden of some of the costs to run a university. So they will cancel the free tuition policy, and students will be allowed to pay tuition. That is sad for our country. Just we are doing a lot to advance the learning condition on the university campus, bringing digital education. For the first time in Liberia, people were doing the courses online. People sat in their living rooms. Some went for vacation around the country, some in the interior, the south, in the towns and villages. They plan their courses. For no far distances. Now, President Weah is about to ruin everything. Public university across the country, TU, CJ, other places, tuition free. All you have to do is just to pay small money for registration and go to school. 2,250 and the money the university students are paying to go to school now, Mr. Weah is about to cancel that. It is so sad. The suffering of our people has increased drastically, my dear brother.
Okay.
The suffering, our people are suffering on Weah. And the CDC provided 1 year for Mr. Weah, so the people can be afforded the opportunity to see what they're voting for. Now they have seen it. They have become to get outraged about the poor governance of the state. The CDC will not force us with that direction. That's the reason the chairman of the party has issued a clear mandate that leaders of the party should move in the respective districts, in the respective zones, to mobilize business so we can stand up. We can stand up to this government.
Okay.
This government doesn't mean well for our people. They have broken down everything, the rule of law, weaponizing the judiciary, economic hardship is increasing, poor education, no developmental agenda. All of the rules they are boasting of doing. These were rules that were initiated by the CDC government. This government has not initiated any new rule on its own, mobilizing its resources from whether it is domestic revenue mobilization, whether it is for international partner. They have not initiated anything new. All of what they are doing are things that CDC did, set the basis, and they are moving on it. CDC first year, the CDC are constructing community rules for its own local revenue mobilization, domestic revenue mobilization. In CDC first year, CDC did all of that. But President Weah has not initiated anything new of his own within 1 year. He promised, there's not why he promised the people. So the CDC will stand up for the people to ensure that Mr. Weah carry on what he promised our people. The CDC will not continue to remain tight-lipped. The CDC has documented the excesses of this government. We have spoken to the ills. We have had a series of press conferences. It is now time for action. The party has called for action. We have moved into the trenches, the youth league, the women's league, and other structure of our party, and then activate the movement in the trenches to mobilize our people to stand up to this government. We will not condone any illegal arrest of any of our lawmakers. Let the message go. The party has spoken. I'm just re-echoing you on your platform. The CDC has authorized all of its partisans, its structure across the country to resist any illegal arrest of our lawmakers, because we know that the burning of the capital was done by the majority bloc in an effort to have Kofa removed, to subdue Kofa to resign. So they burn the capital and they torture people at NSA so they can confess, to self-incriminate themselves because of torture, and they were given some promises. So they call other names to link Kofa, focus on the rest of the people from the minority bloc, so Kofa can be pressurized to resign. Okay. That was the strategy of the burning of the capital. So the CDC is aware, the CDC is prepared, and the CDC will resist any attempt to continue to take our country in the mud.
Okay, let's take a few calls on 0770-573-477, 0770-573-477, 0881-871-670, 0881-871-670. For those of you on Facebook watching us, +231-886-68119. It quickly, Gaizon is my guest. He's from the CDC. He's the vice chair for inter-party affairs. Let's go to the line quickly. This person, quickly. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let me know where you call from.
My name is Peter Scott. I'm calling from Africa, East Street.
Welcome, Kear, quickly.
I want to firstly appreciate you for establishing a platform, and I want to congratulate Makumbe Atullah in studio, making the Nigerian people to understand the interpretation about everybody that's going on all around in our country. You know, one thing he said I admire is Fujipo was not elected. That position is not a complete position. It's not a position that the president of the Republic of Nigeria can appoint anybody into that. That position is an elected position. You must go for campaign, go for election, and be elected. You know, but I know that you coming to presidency was not an appointment. That we took an attorney? No. God did not agree, no. We went through election. And he became president. I want to become a president of the people of the excellent. He continued to be excellent to the official manner president. Congratulated him for being the Victoria president and appreciated anything for conducting this election. Okay. So he was elected into power, he should not undermine the Constitution, the articles, the section of the Constitution of the country, while he presided over the legal issues of the country.
Okay.
You should not encourage any legal thing because you will draw the power to legality, to election.
Thank you.
So you can look at an elected person who is in an elected position and complaining and put somebody into that position and undermine our Constitution and law.
Thank you.
It's getting me very, very much disappointed into people who, child majority chose to be. So it means that you are not choosing by the Platinum people.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Recommend Monday, see, Richard Cook, presiding over anything that you shouldn't have done. We condemn the government or as we condemn the government. Thank God, as people are not getting the cable back. No, you will not get it. We are encouraging you.
Okay. All right.
You will not get a cable.
Okay, Kear.
And you will not attain that particular occasion unless the government of Liberia decided by Jacob Mother apologize to Sulatikova and send a letter to him and beg him to come and attend the occasion.
Thank you,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Honor.
Thank you. 0770. Quickly, we have our second guest already. 0770 573 477 0770 573 477 881 871 670. This person right here. Good morning, quickly. Good morning. Oh, I don't know if line is jamming. This person. Good morning, quickly. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Quickly, let me know where you call from.
Yeah, I'm Robert Kear calling you from Boston.
Let's hear you quickly. 1 minute.
Yeah, let me just declare to say the insincerity that I just the government, especially headed by President Joseph Porter, trying to orchestrate here. Now, you can have two groups of people somewhere, certain thing happening, where they invite the police director from it so that they were being not just an international investigator. Then nothing like that happened, but instead they decide to handle the matter in a charity of form. Where they just handle not just again another group there, another group being given not just according to them justice. Any attempt without international investigators coming to lay the premise that yes, those are the transferable method that brought about who did what happened in the world there. But now to do actual justice, specific law maker them for a group, they will be causing la loi a problem. This is why someone in the said la loi comprises of 106,000 justice or rebels. I was just saying for all people who already participated in what is going. So if you come here, you don't have to for the Liberian people or anything as long as they can go on their nearby Katapa or to say all of this is that to get their daily bread, it's better than that. Okay. But when the government want to push the people to the war, they do that. So
thank you. Thank you. Let's take this person quickly. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, quickly. You know where you call from?
Well, I mean, I'm not there. I mean, it's just people that is second.
You're welcome.
So, let me just say to your guest for the time that he took a pure and show, I think he made some effort. But absolutely, with regards to what is the intellectual grateful, we have fallen flat. Where to the bad of administration.
You said you are what?
Fortunately, we are falling flat. So,
you have to be fast. You have to be fast. We gotta go.
Try to draw a negative picture of the administration, and that is not true. Look, we do not hear whether the CDC legislative caucus experienced the soul. It has no bearing on the administration. It has no bearing on the good governance of the University administration.
We understand. This is Liberia you're talking about, my brother. This is Liberia.
So if the group of immature people choose to boycott the summer of the Republic of Nigeria, it is their business because there are a lot of things that the president is going to say.
Okay.
There are a lot of things that are happening over the last be established when they were given a fifth year opportunity, with skills to adhere to that course as they were doing in the Marine Opposition. Today, the administration of President Walker has put materialism in the place to make sure that the American court establish the class and strength.
Thank you.
Because we know that there are still not there of judge we have. If you court in establishing the American court,
Thank you so much.
You are afraid to be caught. You also are afraid in making noise around the issue of corruption because you know that this administration is not taking going after every single person that will be voted to any other before.
Thank you. All right. So, guys, we have to go. I'm going to take our final guest. Yeah, so just quickly react to the comments.
Yeah, I think the previous callers were commendable about our conversation, except for Theophilus. I think Theophilus should be serious here. To see the leading opposition party instructing lawmakers to boycott, and not only CDC lawmakers, but other independent lawmakers who are part of the rule of law caucus, boycotting the State of the Nation address. That is a negative signal to our international partners. We are not doing it because of boycott. We are not doing it because of people like Theophilus. They have accepted lawlessness. That's the reason they are violating all of the laws of this country. So I know he will fought to protect his party, to protect his government, and paint a picture that the boycott by the rule of law caucus and the entire CDC legislative caucus will not affect or have any negative cloud on the government of the state. It has a sense of negative picture to our international partners. He talks about the establishment of the World Bank. Stop this, Theophilus. What different have we done? President Weah said the establishment of the World Bank will be done by the people through their representatives. He wrote the legislature to advise him on whether or not it is appropriate or the people of Liberia deem it necessary to establish the World Bank. That was the people-centered decision that President Weah wanted. If the city breaker has done, he wrote the legislature, the sound resolution. Has there been what the effort has been made? They stay in the legislature. And the code then set up no. Has there been approval for the code to be set up no? So there's no difference, there's no significant start that has been made in the assignment of war and economic terms code. So you feel you have to stop joking here, please, my brother. You talk about making start to fight corruption and people want all the report, blah, blah, blah. You accuse Samuel 12. Jefferson Camo standing for the rest of the order for corruption or applying over $6 million in $6 from the financial intelligence unit. Where is that case today? 12 is begging you every day to take it to court or go to court. 12 goes to court, the issue, and the new essay Republica, as the lawyers refer to that, for the man to leave. The man is here. He goes to court every time. Government lawyers do not show up. They have no interest in the case. They stay running behind the man bill or illegal, blah, blah, blah. I want to stay running behind. They have no interest because they don't have evidence. The guys are not serious. They are not interested in fighting corruption because they themselves are stealing massively. They are massively stealing from the Liberian people, so they don't care to fight corruption. Where's the asset recovery today? Where's the asset recovery? Ask them, Jeff. Ask them, where is the asset recovery? People who are stealing to fight corruption, you're starting asset recovery thing, you put people around whistling in the street, you start hijacking people's vehicle, violating the law. Up to today's day, not a single asset has been recovered. You said, John, we are stole. The other person stole. They built on the million. They did this. 1 year, you have not retrieved a single asset, but you want to tell Liberian people that you are fighting corruption. You guys are not serious. That's the reason the CDC will stand up with them beginning now. Okay. We gave them 1 year. We are no longer into press conferences. We are no longer into documenting the exercise of the government. We are going to the community to mobilize our people, and we will stand up very soon in defense of our people. Thank you for the opportunity. It's a pleasure being on your platform.
We hope to have you again.
No problem. You're welcome to enter.
Okay, so that's it.
This is a basic care home health services. This is a home health agency. We send nurses and home health aides to patients' homes and take care of them, provide medical and non-medical services for them in their homes. So that's what we're doing. This is the office space where the high-end process is rendered.
Also the assisting admin at Amazing Kear. I've been with this company since 2014 when we were making nothing. And we were literally in the basement of our apartment. This is how growth have brought us this far. 2-bedroom apartment, and we were literally using the basement and the garage space to carry on this business. And because of growth, we moved here on 2019, and we've been here since 2019 doing this. And God has been so faithful along the way, and we're still going strong. You can see this is the office of Amazing Kear. We want to welcome the Kear Network in here.
Okay, folks. So, welcome back. After that break, we're back here. Like we said, there will be an extended edition. We hope our management will, afford the opportunity. We have to do this as it is all in the interest of the country. And so, my guest from Weah, Liberia, is already here, and so we will just have shifting from now to 11. We'll have the conversation, and then yes, we climax today's edition. It is the weekend edition of the Kear Morning Show here on Kear Radio. So yes, let me bring in my guest now. Okay, so he's making an adjustment there so that we can, keep the ball rolling. And this one we're talking is education. As a matter of fact, it's in the interest. It's in the interest of the country. So for those of you in high school, that's it. All right. So his name is Prince Namwe. Prince Namwe will clearly tell us who we know his name, but I mean a little about Prince Namwe will be known from himself. Good morning, Prince. Welcome for the first time to Kear Radio. Welcome to the Kear Morning Show.
Well, thank you. It's good to be here. Indeed, this is my very first time appearing on this show, and it's a pleasure to grant Weah the opportunity to speak to the Liberian people on issues of concern when it comes to education in Liberia. We play a very integral part of education, and we are glad always to sit and share our opinions and share our information and whatsoever when it comes to education. Thank you so much.
So who
I'm Prince Namwe. I'm the head of communications at Weah Liberia office. We are located in Congo Town in Monrovia.
Okay. How is Weah?
Well, Weah is okay. We are doing great. That's what I say. It's good to be here because sometimes people hear the name, they don't know basically the kind of work you do. But Weah is okay. We are involved with examinations, and so that's what we are doing. We are preparing now for the upcoming exam for school candidate, while we are also preparing now to administer the first recital for 2025.
Okay, the first recital for 2025. So let's first of all let's begin with the exam. Many people still do not understand the processes leading to the exam. So you care to educate, especially students and parents, the processes leading to the WAC and the WAC exams.
Okay, great. So let me begin by saying the registration for the school candidate exam is ongoing. Schools are now supposed to be concluding, especially for 12 graders, school with 12 graders, and public school non-graders. The reason why they should be concluding is because the government pays the fees for all 12 graders in the country.
Oh, okay. Oh, the free to payment of wire fees.
Yeah. So the government pays the fee, and For all 12 graders, the government pays the fees for all public school 9th graders. So if you are a new school, the procedure is the DO in the district where the school is situated will do a formal communication telling WAEC that this school is legitimate to operate. You bring that, then WAEC issues you what we call your school code and a default password. The school code, because you know the registration is online. You sit right at your school and you load your candidate onto the platform. But before you are given access to the platform, you do the communication. The communication is okayed and sent to the division responsible for test administration division. Then they provide you your school code. Every school has a code. And so then before you enter now to register your candidate, you must have a password. So we also give you a password. But the password we give you is a default password. Then you will change the default password to your own password so that nobody can
enter your system.
Exactly. So the fact that the government is paying the fees for all 12 graders, so all the schools need to do is to just enter their candidate.
Public schools.
No,
the entire country.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Including private schools.
Private, field-based, whatsoever. The government handles that. So all you need to do, you log into the platform and you register your candidate. You know your candidate personal data, and you will take the photo. So when you do that, you submit to us. Then we know school X have done her registration. For private school 9th graders, all 6th graders, all 3rd graders, they pay fees. So for private school 9th grade, the fee is 5,000. 5,000. It used to be 5,500. But this year, beginning this year, WAEC will not issue 9th graders calculator.
Why?
They will be using their own calculator.
Okay.
We used to issue what we call the customized mathematical set. So this time around, only 12 graders will be using. You will go with your own calculator. The calculator you will carry will be accessed by whosoever will be at your center to make sure that you don't have anything. You know, everything going smart now.
Yeah.
So it's possible somebody will want to use the smart calculator.
Okay.
So you will carry your own calculator. 9th graders. 12 graders, WAEC will give you the customized mathematical set. And that was the reason why the management decided to reduce the money from 5,500 to $5,000.
Okay.
Then for 6th grade, it's $2,000. And for 3rd grade, it's $1,000. But because people can do processing, it requires data. So the government, through the Ministry of Education, has instructed all schools to charge $150 as processing fee. Yes, it has come to our attention that some of the schools are charging above the fees stipulated.
$150 for the processing fee.
I mean, it goes to the school. That's what they're supposed to charge. The government is saying if you want to charge above what WAEC is the fee, it should be $150 because you have to buy data.
Okay.
Okay. But it has come to our attention that some people are charging far way above that. We want to.
And I'm just hearing this that WAEC is charging $150. The process is $150, but other schools are overly charging.
Yeah, we get that. We get that complaint every day. And so we want to state categorically that we have absolutely no knowledge and idea. We are not instructing anybody to charge whatever fee except what we.
They say for 9th grade and 12th graders, the entire process.
$150 for process.
For processes, okay.
So we say if you bought $5 card, for example, you could capture over 50 students. You could capture over 100 students. You're using data.
Yeah. You're right about that.
So if the fee for 6th grade is $2,000, you are charging $5,000 or $3,500 in the name of processing. I think that is so astronomical. So though we are we are implementing for government. The government is the regulatory arm. I'm talking about the Ministry of Education. So if the ministry says charge this, the onus is on the school to do what is right. I'm saying this because we have received series of complaints. Some are from parents. How much are you charging? How much are you charging? Then we tell them. So I want to state this on the radio. And every radio station I go to, I will say it, and I always say it. The fee is 2,000 for 6th grade, 5,000 9th grade, 1,000 12th grade.
Okay. 5,000, 9th grade, and 9,000.
No,
You said
5,000
5,000 9th grade and 12th grade.
12th grade free.
12th grade free.
Government pay.
Free. So when it's 6th grade and 9th grade.
10th grade.
And 10th grade.
For 9th grade, public school 9th grade, government pay.
Okay. Oh, but for private school.
Yeah,
Okay.
So all 12 graders.
Yeah.
And all public school
9th graders, government pays.
Then for private school 9th graders, all 6th graders, all 10th graders, the candidates pay.
Okay.
Parents pay.
Okay.
And
So yeah, there was this question I wanted to ask before you brought in about this. I needed to ask you a question on the WAEC fee. I don't know, the processing is different from the actual fee that you talked. Maybe for example, per student, how much a student supposed to pay, especially for private school. How much? Let's look at 9th grade. How much a 9th grader should pay as WAEC fee? 5,000. Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
So in the process, in the case where you're doing the processing, to give the person a code, and a student is not captured. Maybe a student, one of the need, the student paid their money, everything, but then the final is thinking and their name, cannot be found, or their picture or whatever information is not in. Who takes the responsibility?
So let me say it this way, right? That's why I said the registration is done by the school.
Okay.
We sit at WAEC, and you doing the registration at your school. So the first thing, if I pay, you get me registered. So those who will not be seen by us, we wouldn't know. In fact, we wouldn't know that this X, Y, and Z candidate at that school did not pay, or that those candidates are not in. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you're not coming to WAEC to do the registration. When you pay the money, all the candidates fee you will collect, you will take it to the bank. The only thing you give to us is the bank slip. Then we give you official receipt.
Okay.
When we get you official receipt, you will indicate on one of the papers we give you how many students you are paid for.
Okay.
Yeah. When you are operating a school from 12th grade to 3rd grade. So you will indicate, okay, 12th grade, not there. Public school, 9th grade, not there. But if you're operating private school, 9th grade, then you indicate on that paper, I pay 10,000 for 2 9th graders. Then you come out and say, I pay 10,000 for 5 6th graders. And I pay 10,000 for 10 3rd graders. That's how you going to do.
Okay.
Yeah. But the finance people, once they collect your bank slip, and then they give you official receipt, then they send the communication down to test administration. Then they open the portal to you. And guess what? For 12 graders, since the government is paying, they give you up to 500 plus slot. You need the spaces, you can put a candidate there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So for you just go in
to fill in. Yeah.
But for those who are paying, you open it for the people you say you pay for.
Okay.
So you load those people in. So when you load them in, we accept them, and then another person can say, but I pay my child fee, and they did not register my. Then you go to the school.
Okay.
Because WAEC does not control that. You are just doing it and saying, okay, it comes to us. You understand what I'm saying? So if I pay my fee and you did not register me, the onus is on you to register me because I pay.
Okay. So I saw the information on this social media blog, Sean Liberia.
Okay.
Yeah, it says that the government of Liberia has taken responsibility of 9th graders' white feet. Sean Liberia is
It's too open. Public school 9th grader.
Oh, public. Oh, so it's not. Yeah.
All 12 graders. All.
Okay.
Private, public. But 9th grade, no. Public school. They are very clear.
Okay.
Okay. So the registration process is on. And as we speak, the office, because it has to do with technology, it has to do with online thing. So there are sometimes, especially people in the Leeward counties, they have, issue with accessing the portal. It's kind of a little challenging. So what we've done, the office has dispatched some of the staff from the technical units in the region. They are currently in the counties, some of them in Lofa, some of them in Nimba, some of them in Bong, some of them in Bassa. So they are conducting training, for schools.
Okay.
For schools, so that they can be enlightened about how to do the registration. So as we speak, they are currently in the counties.
Okay.
So for the school Kennedy registration, we will now want high school to be telling us, give us some more time. No. Because for you, you're not collecting fees, you are only registering your Kennedy.
Okay.
So if we open the registration portal to you in November, you can tell us January going to the end. You still are not registered to Kennedy. No. You understand my point?
I'm getting you.
Because if there are schools that pay the fees, if schools that pay the fee, at least they will be to collect the fees.
To collect the fees, and
people
are not coming.
They can have some excuse. But for you, you're not collecting fees.
Because they already paid for you. Yeah.
And that's why we are going to close the 12th grade registration very soon.
Okay.
We will close it soon because we have to build government. We have to build the government, on how many candidates enter for the exam. So, you see there? And the administration of the test, people look at the whole thing to just be the administration of the test. There are preparations that we do that lead to administering the test.
Okay.
So we can't keep the registration going. There means that plenty things we're not going to do. You get my point?
Yeah.
So, what we say to schools is that you have to do it, especially, like I said, 12th grade, public school now, you don't have excuse. When you register all your candidates, then we go to the system. School X, 200. School Y, 400. School this, 20. School this. Then we say the total number of candidates registered are 40,000.
Okay.
For 12th grade. The total number of candidates registered for public school,
9th grade. Okay.
Like this. Then we tell government this is what you're supposed to pay per candidate times this equal. Then the government pay. So if we delay until the time to administer the exam is close, then you see there it becomes a problem. Then we'll not be able to handle a lot of things that we will handle before the exam.
Okay. So there is this new thing that is coming. Right? The biometric system. You're introducing the biometric.
Exactly. So as we speak, we have introduced the biometric to our registration process, the fingerprint.
Yeah.
Yes, we've realized that it's because of lack of information, I think. So sometimes we take the blame for that. There are some students who write a test in 2020. When they are not successful, they're supposed to do the research on what we call the private candidate. But we realize that the government pays the fees. We understand there are some schools that will provide the comeback on the school.
Oh, okay.
How you get that? And some of them will not understand. They will talk to some of us and say, the researcher are 3 years old. And researcher should be in color clothes.
But it will be in uniform.
They will be in uniform because the school say, come back.
Wow.
Come and see. They find that person not paying the actual fees and so government paying. So in Liberia we see most things are very free when it comes to government.
Yeah, so when the government pays and then maybe you did not make it, you coming by in color clothes, that means you pay them.
You pay yourself.
Okay.
So some of the schools pay that money for the research or the private candidate plenty. Wait, the school candidate will pay you back.
Okay.
It's wrong. It's wrong. Now, what they don't understand is that they will not be happy. Because if you did it twice in uniform, it tells anybody that you two different persons.
Oh.
You know what they can get confused about is that before was, you will have to reach a certain number of required subjects.
Yeah,
You will reach a certain number of required subjects before you are entitled to it. Nice certificate for what? If you pass one. So if you did it in school and passing 4, and you went back to the school to do the test, it means you're supposed to register all again. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you don't register all, and you went and say, oh, but I passing 4 and I took it first in uniform, then you go back to ready in uniform and say, okay, say I'm passing 4, I'll get to 3. There are 2 different certificates you will get, and you'll be telling the people that are in 12th grade 2020, in 12th grade in 2021.
Wow.
You understand my point?
I'm getting you.
For the one before was, if you are able to pass in a minimum of 5, including math and English,
yeah,
you were not successful. What you will do, you will not be entitled to a certificate. But when you're doing a resetter, you will do the number of subjects that you are not successful in. When you do it and you pass the required number of subjects, what Weah will do, Weah will merge that your school grade with a resetter grade and give you the certificate. But for the one, if I start in uniform and I pass in 3, I will give you the certificate for the 3.
Okay.
Then I go again and say I won't correct the thing, I leave far. I go again, that's why I got to do resetter. To tell the people say I did it while in uniform this year, but I'm not successful, so I did a resetter the other year.
Okay.
So the 2 certificates can present it, somebody will understand it. But I can't say in uniform this year, I pass in 2. Then I go again to school again. I wear uniform again. Then I say I buy 2, I'll get registered far. You get what I'm saying? It will be 2 different names. It will be the same name on 2 different
certificates
for two different years.
Yeah.
So I'll be telling somebody in essence that I was in 12th grade 2020, I was in
2021,
12th grade
2021.
in 12th grade again. That's why when you do it in uniform, do resetter.
Okay.
That's why we offer the resetter twice every year. So now, by Saturday of next week,
yeah,
we'll begin the resetter test. First series for 2025. Yeah, 2025. So that's where now we have introduced the biometric. To get registered, you got to do fingerprint. So the introduction of this new system is like a pilot. That's why we're not doing it across the country. No. We're starting with Montserrat, and we will do it in Maryland, because we have an office there.
Okay.
Then we'll do it in Tottenham, but it depends on whether people register now. But our concentration is Montserrat. Right?
Yeah.
Because ourselves testing the system to everybody and do the registration. When you come to our office and do the registration, if it's giving problem, we can resolve it.
Okay.
Because after this one now, we will do it nationwide. But you know how we're going to do? We're going to do it. We're going to outsource it to internet cafe operator. So prior to the introduction of this app, internet cafe people used to register private candidates for the exam. You understand what I'm saying? We reach a point in where we say we'll not do the registration ourselves. So all you can do now, like I said, the war is involving technology. So you can sit right at your home and register yourself before the introduction of this app.
The app, yeah.
You go on Lone Star Mobile Money, you load the fee. You sit, you pay. Lone Star system will send you 2 numbers, they call PIN and serial number. If you knew the system well, you sit down on your phone and register yourself. or you go to the internet cafe.
Okay.
And you do the registration. So now, with the introduction of this, when we have tested it and we are satisfied, then we'll put an advert or we'll bring one of the advert here.
Okay.
You play for us. Internet cafe operator can express interest to say, I want
I want the app.
Then carry it to a cafe. Then they will start telling the Kennedy now. Even though you used to come to Wire, you came to Wire for the first series, and because we're testing the app now, you can go back to the internet cafe people who have the app. Any internet cafe person that does not have the app, you will not be able to register.
It's not going to be a burden because to get, for example, you get 40,000 students in one to get their fingerprints.
No, not school.
Not school.
That reset.
Oh, the resetters. Oh, so I just go up to Wire and you do my biometric. Yes. Okay.
So I'm saying for now, that's what you do.
Okay.
You pay your money. You go to Wire. I can't register for the resetter.
Okay.
Then they will take you get your particular.
Yeah.
Then you just go to the Sony. Then your fingerprint. They put you in the system. They give you your paper. Everything will be there.
Okay.
Your information you gave us, and I will get back to you. That's why when we're done, we'll give you the paper say, look at it, all right. Or even tell the system to you and say, all the information you gave correct, because we don't want you kind of say, oh, my name, oh, my date of birth. We'll give it to you. And the same thing you'll be doing at the cafe. Right. So when you're ready to do research, you pay your money, you go to any internet cafe that get the app. Oh. You'll not be going to any internet cafe operator.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. So we're giving our app. So if that 40 cafe operator that express interest and got the app in Nimba, they will then know where they are situated. Okay. So if 2 persons in Campley get it, if people are not registered for the visitor in Campley, they go there, they do a registration. If 40 persons get it in Maryland, just like that. But we decentralize it. But for now, that's why we're piloting it in Monserrato, in Todmont, because we have a staff at the office in Todmont that are doing the registration. You can come from. So you see, you can muster the courage. You come from Kidman and come to Todmont and register.
Okay.
But you will not do it just anywhere. You do it before. But we'll resume that when we have trained the internet cafe operator who express interest and be able to purchase the app. When you purchase the app, it's for you. You now will just be operating anytime we are there.
Are there extra fees for the introduction of the biometric? Mm-hmm. Are there extra fees even though you pay for the resetter? But I mean, are there extra fees added?
So that, like you see, we say the government to all schools, right?
Yeah.
If they can pay their fee, and you say you can process them because we use internet, 150.
Okay.
That's exactly what we charge you. Okay. 150 to process you in the system.
$150 to process you.
Yeah. I just wish this radio station was reaching Maryland because I want to see, and I'm seeing it now.
Yeah, through the internet with there.
Thank you. So when you go to any Wire office, any of the offices of Wire, any staff there, because I only staff doing the registration. Any staff charging more than 150, don't hesitate to let on.
At least I've gotten the information myself because if somebody just come to tell me that, oh, you got to pay this one, I've heard it from the houses myself.
Exactly. So for the resetter, the fee in 2 categories. If you have a deficiency and you are doing 5 subjects or below 5 subjects, it's 8,000 Abrona. If you are doing 6 subjects or above 6 subjects, it's 12,000 Abrona. Again, nobody should charge above that fee. That's why if you loaded 8,000 on your phone because you're doing 5 subjects, you get that *156*4*3*2#. That's why you're cool. Once you buy that short code I just talked about and you send, you will see the option available to you. Okay. 1 to 5 subjects, you'll see the amount.
The amount.
6 to 9 subjects, you'll see the amount. If you wanted to check your result at 750 Liberian dollars, you will see the amount in front of you. So most often people are duped, but they don't want to
follow the system. Yeah.
Because I know the world now, the way that we're going now, everybody trying to be, so you gotta be smart. If you went to Wire office and anybody told you it's about 750 Liberian dollars to buy the chip,
to buy the chip, just to check your result.
They enter the fence, they see somebody is charging me $5, $10, 1 taxi. That person will be there.
Okay.
But the easy thing to do, load the money on your mobile money. Don't even go to Wire. Okay. you get that short code. *156 *4*3*.
I think I have to get the code. Yes. Yeah. I have to write the code down. Yeah, because it's very important. Like you said, people will overly charge. This is happening in our country. Once people take advantage, you say you call the code again. You say *156
*4
*3
*2
hash. So that's just a short code to.
As soon as you send it, it takes you straight.
The options will come to you.
So when I select option number 1, if I was doing resetter, I selected option number 1 to pay 8,000. Then the setter will tell me, do you want to proceed or cancel in case you are I select proceed. 1, proceed.
Okay.
So it's just easy when you finish with that short code, it's just easy. You yourself but you take proceed. When you proceed, then the setter will tell you have confirmed that you want to pay this money.
Okay. Now you can.
So then we will send you another money for you to put your
that's where the payment comes in.
Where you pay. Successfully done. You let them know that the system sends you 2 numbers. They call PIN and serial number. Okay. Yeah. The PIN and serial number is like the bank slip. I went to the bank and I paid. So the bank gave me slip for me to go to the school now to obtain official
school receipts.
So going to WAEC now to say I need to register.
You go with your PIN and serial number.
The first thing the person will ask, what's your PIN and the serial? When you call it, they put you in the system. That PIN and serial number is only for you. Nobody else can use that PIN and serial number. And guess what? That PIN and serial number allows you entry for registration. That very PIN and serial number is used to check your result 5 different times. 5 different times. So the PIN that you use to register, you keep it. Because when we release the results, we will use the PIN and serial number to go online and check your results.
Okay.
How important the PIN and serial number is.
Folks, we are having Mr. Prince Nangbe, the communications person at White Liberia. And of course, he's here telling you the processes leading to the upcoming WAEC exams or WAX exam, and biometric system has been introduced for resetters. And they told you that public schools, and it's not everybody in 9th grade, your fees are being paid. Government take charge of everybody, but it's public schools. 9th grade and 12th graders. All 12th graders. All right. So that's the information. You have your child or children in school and you want to be a part of the conversation. You want to ask Mr. Nangbe a question. Well, the opportunity now is yours. You can do so by dialing 0770-573-477, 0770-573-477, 0881-871-670, 0881-871-670, WhatsApp line +231-886-681198. It's better you ask now so that you don't have doubts on tomorrow. So the numbers are on. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes. You want to have a sales repaying for why? Private school or public school?
Private school.
Okay, private school. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so just listen, he will tell you. Just keep listening to the radio. Let's get this person on. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I know where you call from quickly.
Yes, I'm good. Okay, I just take you to
okay.
Yes, what I really want to know is the the 9th graders.
The 9th graders.
Yes, how much you are paying or what our government are paying at school for fee.
Okay, just listen, he will tell you. Let's get this. Yes, we got your point. We got a question already. He will tell you. Just keep listening.
Yeah?
Keep listening. He will tell you shortly. Just listen to the radio. We got to take other calls. This person. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, quickly. Your name, where you call from?
Okay, my name is Kear. I'm calling from 18th Street, Singa.
Kear, welcome again.
Okay, thank you very much. Why would you be asking? I'm not now to it's a number we can prayer.
Maybe the person didn't get it, my man. No, the person didn't get it. I won't know.
They don't call, but they don't listen. However, this is the question I want to ask.
Okay.
To train the game of the wire, those are training they're not making. Up to the two that registration from now, are they still allowed to do this to wire? Do wire, not wire.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We got this person on right here. Good morning. Oh my, please leave the line. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, y'all leave the line, please. But people got interested in what I have to do. 07705 73477 07705 73477 0881 871 0881 871 plus 231 886 681198. This person quickly. Good morning. Good morning. Your name will call from. Your name is? Ellen from Boja Bureau.
Yeah, I like to know private school. Oh, the other thing, how much to do?
Private school, 12 years, how much they pay? Okay, man, keep listening. We take one more, then we'll go back to Mr. Nangme. This person right here, good morning. Good morning. Well, Mr. Nangme, let's go back to you quickly. Everybody's almost asking how much you pay 6th grade, and they want to know. Probably they did not get the fee. They did not get what you were saying.
Okay. So the first part you talk about, almost everybody talked about the fee.
Yes.
So we are saying, if I'm a parent, my child is in 12th grade, I will go to there and see, because the government will pay my child's fee, 12th grade. So anybody whose child or children are in 12th grade,
private school, public school.
Private school, public school.
So if you are paying wire fee, 12th grade,
people in Islamic school, people in Christian school, whatsoever school, one at 12th grade in this republic.
Okay.
The government shoulders the responsibility. When your child is in government school, 9th grade, go and sleep. So, like we said, the only thing you'll be thinking about is that one $100 for processing.
Okay.
That one is for the school. You see, the fee we're talking about, the school can collect the fees, carry to the bank and pay, and tell us the money will bring to you, the money will pay your account WAEC.
Yeah.
It's for 22 students. And we will check that money and we'll know that
to the two students,
9th grade, 5,000.
Oh.
So you see, if they charge anybody 7,000, the 2,000 does not come to WAEC. No. So for people in 6th grade, that one part whether you in government school, you in private school, you in Waganda school, that's what you're paying.
You should have your responsibility.
2,000. 3rd grade, Wakanda school, government will take that 1,000. Clear. Okay. That one is clear, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Then the next thing is WAEC and WAS. WAS seems to be like something that comes from blue sky and whatever. I mean, people can think that the test is new, but the way they think it's new, no, it's different because I've interacted with other people. So as an umbrella institution, we are 5. We can be administering our own national exam.
Yeah.
So the one they can call WAEC, our own national exam. We call it the Labrador Senior High School Certificate exam.
Okay.
So if you look on the certificate, you did the test before was, you will see, you'll not see WAEC, WAEC. No, the test was not WAEC. The test was the Labrador Senior School Certificate exam. But like I said, Jefferson, when you are a unique institution, umbrella institution, you got to have one goal and you have to do one thing.
Okay.
So for years, Labrador was still administering the Labrador Senior High School Certificate exam. while our other colleagues were doing
wax.
As an international body, it's unfair. So it came to a point where the institution was saying to Liberia, you are an internationally acclaimed institution. You can't be a minister of your own nationality. So all of us were ministers of what test. So that's why we go through processes. That's why I say people can think there's an I got to go to the test. No. So we can go through processes to ensure that all member countries fit in the question you see. So we look at curriculum, we look at the syllabuses. That's why when the process taking place, we can take teachers. Just because of COVID, so we can do it virtually. But before COVID, we used to take teachers, and the teachers we call examiners.
Okay.
We will take them, they will go to the other people in the other country, they will meet with their counterparts, whether Nigeria, Ghana. The officer will fold that bill, will give you your overnight allowance, will give you your this. You will sit down with your friend. They will decide the questions of the test. The questions can be, available, but you have to make. So that's what we call moderation.
Okay.
So as a teacher from Liberia, we take you there. You representing the country.
Okay.
And you say you did chemistry. You did chemistry, right?
Yeah.
So you will say that. So it will satisfy everybody. When you satisfy everybody, so that's how the name changed. It became WAS. So the theory, yeah, one name for everybody was.
Okay, we have to go. It will be your parting comment.
Thank you so much. Sorry that we are out of time, but it's good. At least the information that we provided has gone across Jefferson.
Yeah.
Let me thank you to the Kear FM family. While it is open, we are ready to do business with you. You have done well by allowing us to sit. Our doors are open, like I said, anytime. Call us, will be available. So we can start the ball rolling through a collaboration.
Okay.
And we'll be willing to do anything you want us to do.
Thank you so much. Of course, yes, that's how we go, man. We thank our management for the extension. The weekend edition here morning show comes to an end. My name is Jefferson Weah. Monday we will talk Liberia as the president will be addressing the nation. Until then, have yourselves a blessed weekend. Come on, Ruby. Bye-bye.